Ring, ring, ring. Phone words calling. Hi, I'm Elena Mangum, the Literacy Specialist at the Center for Development and Learning. Center for Development and Learning has over 25 years as a premier thought leader in Louisiana. We also hold a national literacy conference called Plain Talk. Our mission is to improve life chances of all children, especially those at high risk. Purpose is to achieve equity in education and close the opportunity gaps. And we believe that children, regardless of how they look and where they come from, how they learn, can and achieve school success. We really focus in on closing that achievement gap through teacher effectiveness with the science of reading. Today, we're going to be looking at defining the phone words. I worked with teachers for so many years, and a lot of times we would not understand or use these interchangeably, and they really have their own meaning. Understanding these really support educators in their instruction with their curriculum that they're using and how to address deficits that children have. So the root word phone is actually derived from the Greek meaning vocal cord. So we're going to be talking about phonological awareness, phoneme, phonemic awareness, phonology, phonetics, and phonics. Phonological awareness, it refers to the understanding of the sound structure of language. So our language is made up of words and syllables and rhymes and sounds. A lot of times you can imagine this as the umbrella, that it is covering all aspects of the sound structure of our language. When you hear the word phoneme, it's talking about the smallest unit of speech sound to build words. So if, for instance, if I said the word cat, cat has three phonemes, k, a, t. So it's individual speech sounds. Phonemic awareness. So phonemic awareness is under that umbrella of phonological awareness. It's the awareness of the speech sounds, consonants and vowels, and spoken syllables, and it's the ability to manipulate those sounds. Remember, it does not involve print. It's the precursor to reading. And if you are wondering where your students are with these skills, or if they have some deficits and you don't know where to start, there are free screeners online. David Kilpatrick, Really Great Reading has one, and also Michael Hegarty has a phonemic and phonological awareness screener as well. We just talked about phonological awareness, phoneme, and phonemic awareness. See if you can remember what each one means and test yourself. I gave you a little clue. There's an ear on each one of these. Remember that these are all done auditory. There's no print in front of the students. Now we'll talk about phonology. This is the rule system where phonemes, remember we said those are those individual speech sounds, are sequenced and combined and are pronounced to make words. This also really works on the stress on words and the intonation. It's the place of your mouth and it's how it's articulated, and even if it's voiced or unvoiced. Phonetics is the way the mouth is physically producing the phonemes, those individual speech sounds, to make words. This is part of linguistics of study of sounds. So let me give you an example. If I'm asking a student to sound out the word bat, and they're struggling on the first sound, the first letter, which is B, I know that their lips are going to start out together to make that sound B, B. So phonetics is the physical way the mouth looks producing those sounds. One of my favorite tools is Kid Lips by Mary Dahlgren. It is a wonderful resource not only for teachers, but for students to see pictures of how the mouth should look when producing sounds. And finally, we get to phonics. So phonics involves letters and sounds, and this is when the students hear the sounds and see the letters at the same time. So now we have our little ear and our set of eyes. This is when students have print in front of them, whether it's individual letters, if it's word cards, or if it's a book. All the phone words that we talked about today revert back to the four-part processor: the phonological processor, the orthographic processor, and the reading brain. Remember, between the phonological processor and orthographic is the connection of phonics. So all of the phone words lie in these areas and are so crucial and precursors to reading. We know that they have to be able to decode the words off the page so they can understand meaning, and then students can then eventually get to context, that deeper comprehension level. I want to thank you again for tuning in. Remember, every Monday will be a Science of Reading tidbit. Keep our minds moving forward, supporting parents and teachers. The Center for Development and Learning can be liked and followed on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. And please reach out to me if you have any questions or some topics you would like to learn more about. Elena at cdl.org.